Manoita, good evening, and how are you, faithful? Captain Niner coming to you on a Faithful Friday with, we had a show planned. We had some things we were going to talk about. We were going to discuss, those, the Lions, or excuse me, the Lions, but the Panthers that we are playing on Monday night. But seems like we have other stuff to talk about, and, well, we got a divorce to sit through because we are definitely going to be saying goodbye to a 49er who we thought we were going to be seeing soon. But more than likely, we'll never see again in a 49ers uniform. We'll talk about it just a few.
Anderson up quickly. 49ers getting a late substitute. Anderson puts the man in motion. Again gets to Johnson, and he gets down close. Looks like he's about a half yard short. Ball inside the one. Johnson again. Yep. This time he is hit by Jack Reynolds and knocked backwards, if you can believe that. 11th play in this drive coming up. Anderson will look and throw. Alexander does not get in. They give the shot there, I don't know. The 49ers don't think he made it. Who's on the bottom of that pile? Jack Reynolds again, number 64. That's a team effort for San Francisco's defense.
Weiss has just set a Super Bowl record with 12 catches. He's in motion. Montana. Touchdown, John Taylor.
You're tuned in to Niner Faithful Radio, the show hosted for the faithful, by the faithful.
Welcome back, Faithful. It's the Niner Faithful Radio Week in Review show, which has turned into be the Let's Just Review the Last Couple of Hours show. Because, we obviously have huge news that has just been dropped over the last few hours. So let's just not mess around. Let's go ahead and get into it. And first of all, if you guys want to jump into it, go ahead and jump in here. Let me know if anybody else wants in. So obviously we were going to be doing our usual typical week in review show. That's been tossed out the window because we now have a goodbye BA. See you later. Let me just go into this. All right. So the big story of the week is that, let me read it on the other screen because it's a little bit bigger. Sources say has failed to attend, and this is obviously Brandon Ayuk, to failed to attend meetings and declined to participate in other team activities in recent months. And the 49ers have grown increasingly frustrated with this receiver's lack of communication, not concentration. Probably some concentration on his part, too, to be honest with you. The 49ers sources say responded by voiding the guaranteed in Ayuk's contracts for 2026, asserting the absence amounted to a failure to fulfill his contractual obligation. Pretty simple. You don't do what your contract says, you don't get paid. I think that's a pretty obvious thing to anybody who's got a contract. I mean, and it looks like this is not just a simple, one or two time things. This is obviously a habitual thing that he has been doing because it's just gotten ugly. This is about the ugliest a divorce can get, kind of a situation between this. I mean, this probably goes back to the fact that they went back and forth as far as, trading BA. Didn't trade him, trading him. Weren't trading him and trading him. We're going, he was going to New England. He was going to the Steelers. I think at one point he was even going to the Texans, just constantly, almost every week we were getting different information about where Ayuk was being traded to, where he was from. Oh, the Browns. That was the other one. The one with the Browns where we could have gotten, I want to say it was a second or a third, and Amari Cooper. Why did we not just pull the plug on that one? Even the ones from the Steelers we should have pulled the plug on. But anyways, Ayuk, according to multiple league sources, has also told the NFL Players Association reps that he will not be fighting the move via an official grievance, a.k.a. he wants to move on just as bad. So as ugly as this is, it's not going to get uglier in that this is not going to be going to any sort of court or anything else. Like, BA is just taking it. He's taking it on the chin for that, for everything that, for all the bullshit that he's done. I will give him credit for this. He's just taking it like this, and he's finally learned to just walk away. Something maybe both sides should have done a long time ago, but I will give him credit for that. Yes, it's still a bullshit thing for him for not showing up to the meetings or anything like that, but I'll give credit where credit is due. At least he is just saying, hey, you know what? I'm not going to fight it. That way, it also clears the way for his expected release at season's end. This basically makes him untradeable. I mean, you're not going to get much. You weren't going to be getting much for him after the injury. After the injury, his trade value basically plummeted to almost nothing. And now you add up all this other stuff on top of it. I don't get it. Ayuk has not responded to any text messages seeking comments. His agent, Ryan Williams, declined to comment. A spokesman for the 49ers also declined to comment. What more is I going to say? But honestly, both sides just need to just be like, look, our time has come to an end. It was not repairable, and move on. I still support BA. As some, you guys, people were mad at BA for the contract. I will always support any NFL player. Wow, it's hot in my room for some reason tonight. Any NFL player getting as much money as they possibly can. The not for long league, you get your money while you're on top. So I'm still glad he got paid. I've never been a fan of how he went about it, or even how he is going about all of this. But supposedly this has gone back. Apparently, a lot of this stuff was voided back in training camp. So this is not something that has been happening this week, the last couple of weeks, or anything like that. This is something that has been ongoing for a considerable amount of time. As a stark contrast to someone like, All-Pro Fred, who a couple days after, after his knee surgery, he's sitting up in a press box. He's giving speeches at halftime on a knee scooter. Even someone like Nick Bosa, who is known for staying away from the team for injuries and all that kind of stuff, Nick Bosa's back in the building. It makes me feel like it's even the team has known this for a while. Like, I'm not talking about just the 49ers, but I'm just saying the teammates, the actual players on the 49ers, they've known about this for a while, or that it was going in this direction. Obviously, they would know if he's not showing up to meetings and all that kind of stuff, and team events. That's probably the big thing is that, you can't show up to team events or anything like that, but you can do this. You're going out by, the whole thing with the car where he got pulled over. So you can do all this other stuff, but you can't show up to an event. You can't, sit on the sideline with the team. You can't sit up in the box. Just sit up in the box. But like I said, it's, again, even someone like Bosa, who's known for being, very hidden from the world, he's back. Oh, excuse me. So, again, this is just about as ugly as it can get. I mean, I started to believe the fact that we were not going to, whatever we got out of BA this year was going to be, what's up, Mr. Kenny? How you doing, brother? Thank you for showing up. I'd said a million times that I thought that anything that we got out of Ayuk this season wasn't going to be the Ayuk of old, and that he was not going to be 100% this season. What was best for the 49ers this season was not the best for Ayuk. The best for them would have been next season, where you could have came back fully healthy and everything like that. But obviously, we are not going to see that with what's going on with BA. bye. I mean, I guess this also means that this is officially the Ricky Pearsall. Yes, Tommy, Ayuk is done. He is done. There ain't nothing left for him here. Um, See ya. Bye, Felicia. Let's see if you guys want to jump in. There you go. Yeah, we've got nothing left for him on this team. I know I just watched Matt Mioko's thing where he said that there was a Kenny, that's fucking great, bro. That's high quality right there, man. That is high quality. Um, yeah, Matt Miyoko was trying to almost save face for whatever reason, saying that he might be able to come back this season, say if they made the playoffs. But why? Would you want him back on your team right now? Basically, this is so far beyond your typical just regular diva BS stuff. It's just I don't want to deal with it. It's just a 100% complete distraction at this point. So this is now going to be the Ricky Pearsall wide receiver room. Do we sign Juwan Jennings now that muted? Am I muted? Oh, don't tell me this shit fucking No, not muted. If you guys can't hear me, let me know. No one said anything about until Steve-O got in here. So if I'm muted for some reason, let me know, please. Let me unmute this over here. Well, I can hear it on my stream over here, Steve-O, so I'm not sure. Maybe you've got the volume turned all the way down because I can hear it on my stream over here. So I'm not sure what's going on with your stuff, Steve-O. Maybe. Okay. So I got Kenny and Tommy saying I'm not muted, so maybe turn the volume on, Steve-O. But thank you for showing up, brother. Shit, I forget what I was even saying. With the issue, we traded BA. We traded Debo, who pulled some of this. Let's see. I had to re-enter. Oh, okay. Yes, we all know Kenny has special needs, and at least Kenny agrees. Who had his issues with the contract? We all remember how that went through. We're obviously going to be doing this with BA. Now, do we do this? Do we now do this with one Juwan Jennings, who had his I am injured, I forget, was it ankle in the training camp? I don't remember. Training camp feels like it was so far away. Do we try and re-sign Juwan Jennings and make the number one and number two Ricky and Juwan? I would like that. What is up, my Uso? How's it doing, Filua? Thank you for showing up. Talopa. I would not mind that, but at the same time, the way this team is built currently, we're going to go younger. We're going to probably move on to Jordan Watkins being an actual X to that position. So what else we got? So we're going to have him, Jacob Cowing. I know a lot of us have pretty much given up on him, but maybe now he has some sort of a resurgence on this team now that BA is not here. Maybe he takes off some of those, some of those deeper routes that BA ran. It's going to be interesting because now we also have probably close to $27-28 billion of cap room that we're not looking forward to having next year. I would say that we would be financially smart and team building smart and go, use that on an offensive tackle, a center, something along those lines. But let's be honest, we're not going to do any of those kind of things. We're going to sign. We're going to end up signing another wide receiver and probably a defensive tackle and maybe a safety. And as far as those things, I wouldn't mind signing a safety. Obviously, I like what we have in Malik Mustafa. I even like what we got with Siegel, but obviously with Jair Brown back there, not much with him. But yeah, so it's just going to end up. We're going to end up drafting a wide receiver in the second or third round next year. We'll draft a D tackle in the first round, and all that. So yeah, so that's BA. Your guys' thoughts on that? Again, if any of you guys want to jump in because TJ's not in today, let me know. We can have you guys jump in and give you what are your guys' thoughts on that. Because otherwise, we do need to move on because we do have to talk about some other team that we were actually playing this week. Oh, actually, I forgot. Yes, Kenny, and it'll probably be in that order. Before we go on to discussing the Panthers, this is what the current situation looks like in the wild card race or the playoff. We are in the 7th spot in the O-line in the 7th. No, that's where we draft our quarterbacks now. We got Brock back in the 7th. We got Rourke, and then we'll draft another quarterback in the 7th round. That's our new thing. We're hoping to strike gold on that one again with getting the next quarterback after Brock or whatever in the 7th round. What are you craving one? What are you talking about there, Tommy? The last thing I see that you say is that you were talking about Steve. Were you craving Steve-O? I don't get you, Tommy, man. So this is the current playoff race. So we would end up facing the Rams in the first round of the playoffs. So we don't be going for the 3-peat, or not the 3-peat, but the rubber match against them guys. But yeah, so a lot of this will change obviously once we get our bye week here soon. So yeah, that's what it'll look like. Because everybody, I think because we play our bye weeks the last ones of the season, so everything will balance itself out. So we got transactions this week. We did sign one kicker, Matt Gay, to the team. I don't know why I put a practice squad on there. We also released Russell Gage from the practice squad. We released him twice, or we got him out twice on there. Let's see. Jason, it won't let you see my last text, I think. Oh, okay. Did you put something, I don't know, very rude up there, I guess I'm going to assume is what that is? I don't know, but yeah. Oh, it got deleted. Wasn't deleted by me. I don't remember seeing anything. You must have put something bad where like the filter just automatically just like, no, we're not letting this be on live. We also signed linebacker Stone Blatton to the practice squad, obviously, because we're not going to see Tatum Bethune. We also re-signed Adrian Martinez to the practice squad. We released Sincerely a Season to McCormick from the running back. Never mind, it's there. Which one? It doesn't, because I'm not seeing it though, Tommy. Tommy, I said, Tommy, all I see from you is sorry, Kenny. I meant Sleezo. And then it goes down to, and that's pretty bad because I'm craving one. Huh. So I'm not sure what. Did you not hit send? I don't know, brother. I have no idea what you're going on that one. So yeah. All right. So the injury report. So this is obviously because we are playing on. It starts with we need a safety. Can you see it? Look again. Yeah, brother. It's not there. Not that it matters. I mean. Yeah. Nothing there, but I mean, you've put enough stuff in here. We can miss one message from you. But yeah, so we're good. But yeah, we definitely do need a safety, depending on, I like Siegel, but we're not, for whatever reason, we're not giving him a whole lot of time. And obviously Malik is there. But Jesus Christ, can we just cut Jair already? I am so tired of seeing him just calling it arm tackling is a disservice to anybody who arm tackles. I mean, yeah. We don't know who's going to be in and out this week because we are Kenny doesn't see it either. We're a day behind because obviously we're playing on Monday night, so everything is pushed back a day. Steve-O says he's on drugs. He might be. We know that Tommy guy. He's quite the fairy. He likes his fairy dust. Robert Bill still did not participate. He is in the concussion protocol. Obviously, Tatum Bethune being doubtful, he's not going to play. CMC and Trent Williams are on their usual veteran and day off. And then we have Eddie P, obviously, who is not going to be playing as he is out with a hamstring injury. That's hence the reason why we signed one Matt Gay. Sleezo Drugs Delaney. I don't get that one. Well, congrats. We're just fucking with you, Tommy. Don't take anything seriously, man. We're all just fucking with everybody. As far as the Panthers go, they've got Leggett probably out there. He's a full participation. Chris Rosenboom is also going to be doubtful. And then their linebacker, Trevin Wallace, also questionable with a shoulder. You just called him buffoon. Who called who buffoon? You guys are just going crazy over there. Anyways, all right. So we've got their head coaches. Their head coach being Dave Canales. Right now, his record is 11-17. OC Brad Isnick And then DC Irijo Evero. I believe I probably mixed up both of those names. Dave Canales coming from, it's been around the league a little bit, was coming from Tampa Bay, Seattle, and a few other places. Probably not the best coaching staff ever. Probably going to Tatum Bethune. Did I say buffoon? If I did, that's pretty shitty to say it that way. All right, so we got Tommy in the house. What up, Tommy?
you said Tatum buffoon.
Did I really say it that way? I feel I'm a fucking asshole.
I think it was just a slip of the tongue, or it just sounded like that.
It might have been because I'm saying because I talk whenever I do shows by myself. I've noticed I talk way too fast.
Yeah,
but I know it's Bethune. So if I said that, I apologize. I didn't have to mean to call the brother.
Your adrenaline's up.
It's not even that. I just talk really fast because I don't have time for.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's go back to the Ayuk thing, man. Speak on it.
Damn. So that means what are they going to do? Just cut him?
He's got no trade value at this point.
Exactly. I mean, I'd take a 7 for him right now.
A 7th for him? I don't even know if we'll get that. We've got somebody new who I'm not sure what this is.
Be careful, you don't want to. Oh, that's Chardall.
Okay, I've seen his stuff. I just never actually talked to him before. Is all that's all. But welcome to the show, brother.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing tonight? How you doing today?
Not too bad. How about you, man?
I'm doing great. I love your channel, man. I love everything all the content you make on the channel, bro. Really appreciate. I really like it. What are your thoughts on this Panthers and Niners game, man? CMC's coming facing off against a former team. That's gonna be exciting to see CMC go up against Carolina, the team that he played for before he got traded to the Niners. You think it's gonna be a high-scoring game?
It could be. Neither defense is good at all. So I mean, there's a good chance this game. Both teams are somewhere up in the 30s.
If I'm not mistaken, or is that? I think they're ranked 31, if I'm not mistaken, defense. But I don't know if that's true.
I have it. Hold
on. The Titans are dead last defense.
Total yards per defense is actually not that bad overall. Points allowed, they're 13th. Total yards, they're 15th. Passing yards, they're 16th. Rushing yards, they're 17th. And sacks, they're 28th. Interceptions, they're 15th. So they're not as bad as what we.
Middle of the pack.
Yeah. But
I think it's good. I'm looking forward to a great game, man. It's gonna be competitive, man. It's gonna be. Both teams are great. Carolina Panthers are great. The Niners are great. But yeah, it's gonna be a good game, man. But it's Monday Night Football is always like fun to watch, man. I try and watch all the Monday Night Football games.
Oh yeah.
Every single one of them.
Else to do on Monday nights.
I try to watch most of them, but some days I'm busy. I got something going on. I can't watch the games, but I try and watch most of them. I try and watch most of the Monday Night Football games if they're coming on my TV. Sometimes I don't get the games, but but I try and watch them most of the games. I try.
Welcome back, Tommy.
Sorry, my something wrong with my internet.
Okay. So let's go back to the BA thing. Tommy, you were talking about your thoughts on BA real quick about being traded. Like I said, I don't think he has much of a trade value. He's got the injury on top of it with everything, and now you throw this on top of the injury issues. I mean, like you said, what are we getting out of him? The 7th?
If we're lucky.
Yeah. SJ, what you got? What do you think about the BA situation going on?
I think Brandon Ayuk is a good football player. On the Niners, him not playing, I think that's a big loss because we have he's not playing, and I don't know when he's gonna come back. But I think we got many.
I don't know if you've. Do you know that? Have you seen the report that just came out a couple hours about him?
I didn't see it.
Okay, so the 49ers have voided all of his money for the 2026, and he is not going to file a grievance with the NFL Players Association, which basically means we're cutting/trading him in the offseason.
So in a way, So in a way, what you're trying to say is that the 49ers are not. He doesn't feel like the Niners are respecting him, and he doesn't want to stay with this team. So he might like. I've seen a lot of times when players don't feel like they get respect from the league, and they leave just because like the organization is not giving him that much love and respect that he needs. Because he's like a really great, like he's one of their greatest players, and it hurts me to say that they're gonna cut him because I was wish that he would come back next year, but they're cutting him, so that's kind of a little bit concerning to me as a Niner fan because I love Ayuk. I mean, I love how much grind he puts. He puts in the hard work every single day. He puts in on the field every single day. I mean, he's a good player, man. But I'm not surprised that they're gonna cut him because he's not getting the respect he needs from the Niner organization. So I think like maybe some other team might take him. Maybe some
I
other
mean,
organization might take Brandon Ayuk.
how much more respect does he need when he got that contract?
I
I
mean,
He's
know.
but
not
now
worth it.
they're voiding his
I love being
Overpaid.
no, just yeah,
Overpaid.
yeah. It's I don't think, and don't get me wrong, I will support every NFL player for ever them getting paid. The NFL stands for not for long for a reason. So get paid while you can.
Mm.
He was way, way overpaid, especially with all the BS you add in. I mean, honestly, as much as I like BA, I like his game. I like everything that he brings,
I
especially,
don't like
he
his
grew up,
attitude at all.
but his attitude changed. I even like the fact that he was a Niner fan growing up. Why did you act like this when it came time to get paid? I don't understand.
Yeah, like I don't understand when athletes get paid a lot of money, you're supposed to be excited about that. If you get a high paying contract, you need to be like, "Look, I got this, I'm ready to go out there and play." You should be pumped up. You should be excited about getting a high paying contract. You should not be complaining about it, man. If I get paid like $500,000 or more, I'm gonna be like, dude, I got a high paying contract and I'm ready to put it out on the field. But when a player complains about you getting a high paying contract, doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Doesn't
like
make
I
any
said,
sense at all. Like you should be happy about getting a high paying contract, getting paid a
I
lot
don't
of
like
money,
this holding out shit.
staying on this organization, staying on this
Nobody
football
should.
team. I mean,
Nobody should hold out. I think that's some bullshit right there.
yeah, like if you get a high paying contract, you should be happy with that. Like if I was on the 49ers and I got a high paying contract, I would take it proudly. I would accept it proudly. I would say like, I'll take it. I'll take the money. Whatever you give me, I'll take it. Whatever. I don't give a
But
shit.
yeah, but
Whatever.
look
that's
at
not just
DK,
you
man. He
talking
got
about
paid.
taking it
He's
though.
trash.
Yeah, like whatever how
DK.
much ever money you give me, I'll take it. I'll take the cash. I'll take the salary.
I think he would love to be on this team now since it's the number one passing offense.
Obviously
Uh,
not, because
You
all this stuff voided go. This isn't something that has happened in the last week or the last month. Most
Hey
of this
Tom,
stuff was voided back in training camp. So this is an issue that has been going on for quite some time. This is like I said, this is not we woke up on the bad side of the bed and he's just been acting like this for a couple of weeks. This is something that has happened in training camp that is just now reaching the point to where it's uh, open material, open to the public.
hey
dude, I
Tommy,
have
do you
two
think
ideas.
that you think the 49ers are cooked? Because we don't got Warner's out for the season, Nick Bosa's out for the season, Fred Warner, Michael Williams is out for the season, Tatum Bethune is out for the season. Curtis Robinson is going to replace him,
No,
and
I don't think he's out for
Eddie
the season. I think
Pinheiro and
he's got
Eddie
a
Tatum's not out for
Pinheiro.
the year. Tatum's only going to be gone for like three, maybe tops a
yeah. He's
month.
got a
He's
high
got a high
he's
ankle.
got a high ankle
No, but they
sprain.
they 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 said he might be out for the rest of the year. They said that
He's
because
not.
it might be really serious.
Yeah, but
A
even then,
high
he's not
ankle
going to be out for the
sprain.
season.
No, they said that he might be out for the season. That's what they said.
He won't be.
With a high
But
ankle sprain.
I heard news on like all social media platforms that he might be out for the year.
Could be, but he
Wow.
won't be. Not on a high
Yeah,
ankle sprain like that one.
yeah.
Yeah, that's usually 4 weeks.
But high ankle sprains are serious, you know. He might be out. You never know. If he's out for the rest of the season, that'll be, you know, that'll definitely catch Niner fans off guard if that ends up being the
Well,
case.
well, the good thing about Curtis Robinson, he's good in coverage as opposed to run, so, and that's what we need.
Yeah, Curtis
Yeah.
is
So do you
closer to
think
Fred
so
than how Bethune is.
with Eddie Pinheiro out due to the hamstring injury? Do you think that Matt Gay is a good kicker they brought in to replace Eddie Pinheiro
No,
as a kicker?
no.
Not really.
No, but they
He's good.
brought him in. I mean, because they didn't really know they had all these people that they could pick for to be the kicker for the team, and I think Matt Gay was one of them. Anders Carlson was another one of them who could be the new kicker.
I would have
Justin
went with
Tucker was
Carlson.
they threw Justin Tucker in there just to kind of just I know Justin Tucker won't be the new kicker because of all the
Yeah.
allegations that he has, the sexual allegations with the massage parlors, what he
Well,
did with all that stuff. So there was no way he's getting it because why would the Niners want a kicker who's been involved in like
Yeah,
allegations,
they don't want that.
sexual
They don't want
allegations?
that. Yeah, they don't want that.
They don't want him because he's a toxic
yeah,
player
he's the only one that's played this
athlete
season, though.
in like the
And
NFL right
he's not
now.
even that good anymore. I
Justin
mean, he was
Tucker,
good, but
he's
I
old.
mean,
He's
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 old.
old. You know how
He
old
was
Justin
on
Tucker is
decline
now?
before all of that
He's
Justin
like
stuff
my
Tucker's
happened.
age.
he's hella old now. He's not. He probably doesn't have the leg for it. Like if he kicks like a 61 yarder, he won't even make it. He'll shank the field goal off the right. He won't even have the leg for it. That's the
I
thing
get
when you get old. You don't got like some kickers are super old. They don't have the leg for it.
He's only 36 years old. You're talking like he's 50.
No, but some kickers who are that age, they can shank a field goal.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but like I said, the reason why Matt Gay is probably the one that we chose is because he's the only one that has game experience this season. The rest of the guys hadn't had any game experience this year, so
But
he's the
doesn't Ju-
closest one
doesn't
ready to go.
but doesn't Justin Tucker have game experience? He played
Not
for the
this season.
Ravens. He
He
played
hasn't
for the
played.
Ravens.
Not this year.
Oh.
He hasn't played in like 2 years.
But I mean, Mackey
He
is a
was
good.
released in May 2025. So yeah,
Yeah,
he hasn't played this year.
yeah. Tommy Mackey is a really good kicker for the Niners, but I'm not really sure how he's gonna do. He might be awful. They might cut him. Who knows?
Well, the good. What you got to do is score touchdowns because he's good with extra points.
Yeah,
No, but I'm just saying. Like, imagine it. Like, we got Matt Gay as our kicker, but imagine if he doesn't. He fails to produce on the first time they put him out there, and he misses cup. Like he plays like Jake Moody. We're gonna cut him.
they
Yeah,
didn't cut
that's
ADP.
Like, cause remember Jake Moody? We got Jake Moody, and then he was awful, and then we cut him, and we brought Pinheiro, and now Pinheiro got injured, against Arizona, so we lost. He got injured, so now we got Matt Gay. So who knows? He might perform like Moody. He might be as bad as Moody. You
I
never
would
know.
just
I mean, we just
expect
got
for
him.
the. I just expect for the worst and hope for the best.
Then who
So
else are we gonna get? If Matt if Jake
hey, they
if
got
Matt Gay gets
he's
cut, who are you
Matt
gonna
Gay
start?
was 19 of 19 for point afters. The problem was
Yes.
he was 13 of 19 for field goals, and he was like 0 and 4 for anything over 50.
So
That's the
he
reason why
was.
Washington got rid of him.
Yep.
He's terrible for anything more than 50 yards,
I mean,
but he'll
we're
get you those point afters. So if all he has to do is get point afters, and we play field position and go for it more often, I'm okay with that.
so what
That's
was
not
Yeah,
the
but
worst thing in
you
the
just
world.
got
what were your
your
thoughts on the
point of
trade when
time.
what were your thoughts on the trade when Jake Moody played for Chicago? Do you
I could
agree with the
care
trade to
less.
send Moody to
We didn't
go to
trade Moody.
Washington?
We didn't trade Moody. He was
Oh, we
Well, he
didn't.
released.
got
No,
He's
all
playing
of
Moody
for
was
Washington. He's
released.
playing for the Commanders now. He's their kicker now.
Yeah, but
yeah.
we didn't. Yeah, but we didn't get anything for him. He was
Oh,
released.
oh,
Yeah, that
oh.
would have been good if we got something for that
Yeah,
bomb.
no shit. If we got
Yeah, because
anything,
Jake Moody's like a piece of Jake Moody's a crap. So I mean, if we traded Jake Moody, I would be happy to like get out of go and play for go and play for some organization that like play for an organization that has a horrible record. That would be really good.
yeah, but like I said, he's not our problem.
Well,
You know,
the
we released
Commanders
him.
have
He
a
went to the
horrible
Bears,
record.
and then the
Commanders is
Bears released him.
terrible.
Yeah, they just got injuries.
I
All
don't
right, so
even
I got to
trust
get
the
back on schedule for this, gentleman. Hold on, let me go over
I
here.
don't trust the Commanders to beat a freaking bunch of nuns in a wheelchair.
All right, so as far as the Carolina Panthers, their offense, obviously, we all know about Ted McMillan. Obviously, it's come out more and more, especially with this BA news, that we really wanted him with this whole BA situation, and now with the stuff happening previously in training camp, we know why Kyle really wanted him. They are
He's a
28th in
beast.
points allowed or in scoring points. Total
Yep.
offense, they are 22nd. Passing yards, 25th. Rushing yards, they are ninth, so they're not a bad rushing team. And then again, that correlates into their time of possession, where they are fifth in the league. They got Waddle, the guy in the middle, and then their quarterback is Bryce Young, who I did not realize was as short as he is. The guy is only 5'10". So I am wanting these guys to get up there, especially someone like Alfred Collins. Alfred Collins is great for getting hands up, blocking passes, and
Yeah.
almost blocking
If
everything
you
else.
can't get pressure, put your
Just
hands
put
up.
your hands up. Yep. And I'm hoping we get a couple of block passes. Like I said, I didn't realize that Bryce Young was that short. Like everybody
I
talks
knew he
about,
wasn't that tall, but I didn't know he was under 6.
yeah, everybody talks about Brock being short, and this guy's 3 inches shorter than Brock.
Wait, is Brock
A
6
fact.
feet or 6'1"?
I thought he was 6'1". Isn't Brock 6'1"?
Okay. Yeah, could be.
Yeah, interesting fact that you guys didn't know about is that Steph Curry's a Panthers fan, and he's probably going to be at the game.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's a Panthers fan. Steph Curry, he's a Panthers fan. Longtime
Nice.
Panthers fan. He's probably been a Panthers fan for like
Is he from there?
13, 14 years. He attended high school in Charlotte,
Okay.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
I don't watch basketball, so I'm like,
No, but yeah, he's probably
The
gonna
other
be at the
person,
game. There's 100% chance that Steph Curry's gonna be at the game, for sure. There's no way he's gonna
both of
be
their wide
supporting his game.
receivers are going to be 6'4" and 6'5" with Leggett, with Xavier Leggett, and then obviously Ted McMillan. And then we have these short ass DBs, especially Upton Stout. That is something that I'm going to put one of those guys in the slot damn near every fucking play, and I'm going at them as much as possible. Just throw a fade route, throw it out to these guys. I mean, and what are we going to do with Upton Stout? I'm sorry, you're like almost 6-7 inches shorter than these guys.
Yeah,
He's
I
not going
don't
to be
know.
able to do much
I'm
with
worried
them.
about this defense big time. I mean, but the offense is, it seems that their offense is worse than their defense.
Yeah, their offense is where the problem is. Like I said, but they can run the ball. They've got good. These nuts
Yeah.
sauce.
So this might be the Texans game all over again.
It very well could be.
As a Niner fan, how would you rate the O line? The 49ers O line, how would you rate it? And the D line, how would you rate the D line? Like, which is better?
I can tell you, the line is absolute trash.
Which is
no,
better?
like what's better? Like, what in your opinion as a Niner fan, what's better, O line or D line? That's the
Definitely
question. Many people I ask that question to many people, and many people have like totally different answers. Like they say the O line's better.
Sure.
I think the D line is better. I think the O line is worse and the D line is better.
The O line is better simply because of Trent Williams.
And we have.
If you look at it right now, Trent Williams.
We don't have any backups.
Yeah, because some people, because I asked that question, and some people like have totally their answers are totally different. Some people say O line is really really good and it should be strengthened better. Some people say D line is, it's different. The answers that people ask, all my friends are like, some people don't know how to answer that question because that's a tough question to answer. No, what I'm trying to ask is that question is very complicated for people to answer because people have like, some people like 50% say O line is good and 50% say D line is good.
Why would they say the defensive line is better when we cannot stop the run and we have absolutely no pass rush?
If I would give the O line a rating, I would give the O line like a 98% rating, and I would give the D line like 50% rating.
I don't know if I'd go that high with the O line. I'd give him a B minus, but I wouldn't give him a 98.
I'll give the O line like a C.
Fair,
and then I'll give the D line probably I'll say a D. I won't give them an F. I'll say D. D is better.
No, I will give them an F, and simply the reason why is because they will actually make plays. This defense, especially with this defensive line, it's not going to stop anybody. It's barely bend and break. But what this defense and especially this defensive line has
the reason
why
I'm saying the D line is significantly worse is that the D line can stop. Like, for example, if Carolina's running with the ball, the D line can stop them. They're trying to do everything to take them down, but they're too fast. Carolina Panthers are just way too fast. They can run past the defenders and run all the way to the end zone and go to the end zone for a touchdown.
Uh,
The D line doesn't do the best job to tackle. I don't know. I don't know if I'm confusing this. In simpler terms.
No, our D line is terrible. Like I said, we get no pass pressure, and we
well,
can't
look,
stop a run. There's nothing to
what we
say
have
that
to
our
do, we
line is
have
trash.
CJ West and Collins need to be the starters. They're the best run stoppers. Elliott is terrible. Gibbons, I want him to be inactive again. He can't do anything. I don't even know why we have him on the team. So if we stop the run, then I think that's what they need to do.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
the only way the
just like
Niners are
that,
gonna beat the Panthers. The only way we're gonna beat the Panthers is we gotta get off hot. We have to start the game on a good note. We have to get the ball, run the ball really well. That's the only way we're gonna beat Carolina. If we don't do that, well,
you
we're
could
gonna lose.
you could
We're gonna
run
get
on
we're
this
gonna get
team.
we're gonna get slaughtered by the Panthers, man. They're gonna slaughter us.
You're not
Gonna
gonna
get
slaughter.
blown. It's gonna be
Nah,
no, but
I don't think
if
so.
you let
Nah,
Bryce Young do really well, and if you let Rico Dowdle, the other guy who's playing on Carolina, if you let them have a good game, we're gonna lose. I mean, like we gotta play our best game. That's all that matters.
I'm not
We
saying
can't we
that
can't
they're a
lay
great
everything out on
team,
the line.
but they're mid. The Panthers are mid.
yeah, they're not a great team. I mean, they're hot right now. They're probably feeling themselves a little bit,
Yeah,
but
especially Bryce coming off of 420 yards
Price is
passing
not that
over.
accurate. I
No, but I'm
mean,
saying like
I
last
thought
last week he had a good
I
passing
thought
game.
if you ask me that I thought Bryson was a really good quarterback, like he's always, he's just like he has fun out there on the field. He just
He
he
has
does his
not been
thing.
good.
yeah,
But
they
doesn't
don't.
Bryce
He does not attack downfield.
whenever
So
Bryson's on the
we gotta play
football field,
press coverage, no soft zone, and I
but
think that will be good.
what I like about Bryce Young as a quarterback is I like it that he doesn't get cocky because some football quarterbacks get really cocky. They start getting
You have to be good
overconfident,
to
and
get
then
cocky.
and when you get overconfident, you start your passes are you throw like he makes good passes, but some of them can be incomplete. So when you get cocky, you let your whole team down when you get cocky. You don't want to get
He's
cocky.
not been good except for like a week here and there since he's been in the NFL. He's been benched twice, pulled himself out of one game for whatever reason his rookie year. He has not been a good quarterback in any sort of way except for
Yeah,
last week. That's it. It's the one good game he's had as his
But would
entire
you
career.
say so, Tommy? Would you say that that Bryce can get cocky sometimes when he
uh,
knows?
How
No,
does he
I
get
don't know.
cocky if he hasn't been
I don't know
good?
too much about him to even comment on that. I mean, I've never really watched the Panthers. I just know they're solid.
no, but I know,
He
but
doesn't
I
turn the
know, but
ball over.
even
He
though I'm
doesn't
a
turn the
Niner
ball
fan,
over
I
that
still
much.
like to, I wish there was a Panther fan in here. Then we could bounce ideas off of a Panthers fan if there was a Panthers fan in
Well,
here.
those Panther fans are getting cocky. They think they're going to win.
No, I'm
So,
saying if there was a Panthers fan in the stream right now, it will be
yeah,
kind of
no.
fun because we both of us are Niner fans. We could ask a Panthers fan like, "What do you think about Bryce Young?" And then he would say like, "Bryce Young is not that good of a quarterback. Kind of sucks."
You don't have to be a Panthers fan to realize that he's not that good of a quarterback.
But if there was a Panthers fan in here, it would be
Okay,
way
but
better
again, you
because we
can
could
look up
ask.
his games and his stats. He has not been a good quarterback overall since he's been in the NFL. That's
But
just
don't
easy to look up.
but don't you
Yeah,
want to get? But if you ask, don't you want to get a perspective from a Panthers fan on how Bryce Young is doing, and he'll give you a solid answer. He'll
You can
yeah.
say he's
also
not
look
doing
up the
so well.
You
He
stats
won't.
can't
and watch
guarantee
games
that because a
yourself.
lot of these people are homers.
Yeah, you
No,
can look
but
it up
don't.
yourself and find out.
But
You don't necessarily
Yeah,
need.
exactly.
But don't you want to bounce like for example if I do like a pregame show and I got a Panthers fan on the stream with me, you could ask him everything you want. It's because it's like you're collabing with him.
Okay,
You're asking him like, what do you think?
you
Like
can,
what are your thoughts
but you
about
don't
it?
have to.
I
It's
don't
kind of
know
If
fun
you
that
anybody.
do that,
way.
to look him up, he's
No,
like
no, but
he's
I'm
not a
saying
good quarterback.
but it's fun that way to bounce ideas off of like if you have another fan from another team on the stream with you, it's kind of good to bounce ideas off of you. You ask him one question, he asks you one question, you kind of
Yeah,
go back and forth. It's kind of fun that
you
way.
can. Yeah, and I've
That's
done that
that's
with
my
certain
perspective.
teams.
I like to talk to another fan, like a
I've done that
Steelers
on other
fan or a
streams.
or a Lions fan or an
Yep.
Eagles fan. Yeah,
I've done
I
that
know
on
you
other
have,
streams.
Jason.
I love
What was
doing
that,
that.
Tommy?
I know you have.
Yeah, it's just like I've done that. But I mean, like I said, my wife's in the other room. She's a Green Bay fan. I don't need to
Yeah.
talk to her to tell me how good or bad
How
Green Bay is.
Jordan Love is doing.
Yeah, I don't need her to tell me that.
You
I can
already
just
know
watch his
that.
games and look at his stuff.
Yeah, you just know the dude's a mid.
Yeah. So,
Jordan Love's mid as hell.
all right. So and then on their defensive side, I like J.C. Horn. I kind of hoped we got there. Derek
Yeah, I know.
Brown.
I wanted him too, man.
Derek Brown is a beast up the middle. And I'm sorry, number 95 is peak male fitness right there, ladies and gentlemen. I don't give a damn what anybody else says. That is what the male body should look like.
Trolling.
That is peak male sexiness right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Tommy, as a 49er fan, what are your thoughts on seeing CMC return to face off against Carolina? I mean, like I'm glad. I mean, CMC is gonna be the game. He's probably gonna, his teammates that he played with all these years in Carolina. He's probably gonna adapt them up before the game. Tell them like, because he's probably gonna have a lot of friends. Like because he played for Carolina, so he probably know like every single player on the team because he played
Whether
for
the
this
same player's
organization.
still there? That was like 2022.
No, but
he might have two people on that team that's left.
no, but I talked to, but
Yeah,
I
exactly.
saw that Christian McCaffrey had that conference in the locker room when he talked about how he's feeling about today's game. He said he's probably gonna like he's probably gonna know every single player on the team, right? Because he play with every single player on the Panthers.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There's not
No,
every single player on the Panthers is
no,
not on that team.
I don't know, but that's all I heard in the in the locker room when CMC was getting interviewed in the locker room, and then the reporter asked CMC like, "What do you think this game's going to be special for you tomorrow? Do you think it's going to be like emotional for you?" He said that I just like playing with my former team. That's it. I don't care. I'm playing my former team.
A quick search is the only players who were on the team from 2022 till
When
now.
CMC was playing.
Yes. Derek Brown, Austin Corbett, Ikem Ikiwanu, Chubbard Hubbard, J.C. Lanson, J.C. Horn, Taylor Moton, Tommy Trumbull, Cody Mays. That's it. Nobody else on that team was there when CMC was there.
So when CMC was in the locker room and you were saying I'll meet my players played for, I don't know because he played on the team, but he probably doesn't know that he didn't play with all, like he only played with those 6 players that you mentioned.
He's probably talking about all the players that he's played with before. People like Olsen,
Luke Olsen.
What's his name? Luke
No,
Olsen,
so Tommy,
Cam Newton, all those guys.
So I think
that's probably all he's meaning.
So when he was talking about the locker room, did he mean that he's meeting up with these players that he played with, like Luke Olsen and
I guess I don't know.
all those other players? Because he did say something in the locker room. He did say something in the locker room, before the game. And then the reporter asked CMC, because they were just having a conversation back and forth with the reporter in the locker room.
Mm-hmm.
And he just asked CMC, like, what do you think about this game? Like, because I bet CMC does have some really, really good things to say about this game, right? Anytime you play your former team, that's definitely a statement. You're playing your former team. Like, why would we not be excited about that? You're playing the Carolina Panthers you played for. He played on that franchise. He never left. He played for that whole franchise. Didn't leave the Panthers until he played for the Niners he played more years on the Panthers than he played on the Niners, right? Or am I getting that really wrong?
I think he was drafted in
more time with the Panthers than us.
2018.
18 years for the Panthers. 17 or 18. I think say 18. 18?
It was either
He hasn't been
2017.
in the league that long.
Huh?
Hasn't been that long. All right, so we're going to fantasy
No,
football.
he was drafted in 2017 or 2018.
Yeah, he hasn't been in the league.
So 2018, so more years.
So fantasy football, you should probably start Purdy and CMC. Other than that, everybody else is just if Kittle gets his 15, you could definitely start him. Tiny is not worth signing. Maybe Dawdle, if you want to put him. You could probably start Angel's favorite Ted McMillan. Obviously, he loves him, also being from Arizona.
Wow.
And then I wouldn't be surprised if Xavier Leggett had a big game simply because
Dude, he's good.
he's not bad. But again, with his
Hey.
size, just throw him in the slot and he can go over.
McMillan, Tedero McMillan.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Hawaii.
Yes.
Hawaii.
Just like me.
Good.
All right, so we got the betting part of it. So again, over and under 49.5 points. I'm going to actually go the over on this because I think both teams can actually score.
So for me, I'm going to go.
And the Niners are favored by 7, which I think
For
I'm
me-
going to take the over on that as well.
For me, I'm going over.
What do you mean it's taking over?
They're scoring over 49.5, more than 49.5 points, and I'm going with the Niners. They're going to cover the spread. That's for me. I think they're going to cover it.
Jason, you said you're going over the spread?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm going over 49 and 49.5, and I'm going to go over. I'm going to say the 49ers cover the spread. That's what I say.
How many points do you think they're going to win by, Jason?
Over.
I'll say 10.
Okay.
So then you're saying
Yeah,
over
it could be
49
a
and
blowout.
over 49.5.
If we stop the run, it could be a blowout.
So
If
you
we
mean
don't
they're gonna?
stop the run,
So
it
you
won't
mean
be.
you got Niners scoring more than 50 points? Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
But you're saying you're going
Win
over
30 to
you're saying
20.
you're going over 49.5.
30 to
No,
20.
the combined scores.
Oh, the combined score.
Yeah.
Is 49.5. Oh, it's going to be more than 49.5.
I could see this being a 30 to 20 score.
Yeah, I could see that. Because
so I got the Panthers winning. I got the 49ers winning 25 to 22. I got them winning on a 51 game winning field goal by Gay.
Wow. I don't see that, but maybe.
That's my
Kenny's got
prediction.
the right idea. This is exactly what the Panthers are going to try and do. They're going to try to run and then hopefully, open up and take some deep shots down the middle with their taller receivers.
Yeah, but he doesn't drive it down the field.
No, but that's what the idea. Kenny's got the right idea, though. That's what you're going to want to do with him, though. Run it, run it, and try and take a deep shot. Yes, he's not a great quarterback throwing it deep, but you have to at least try. When you have receivers who are 6 to 7 inches taller than the DBs, you have to at least try.
And I'm gonna go Brock Purdy. I'm gonna go Brock Purdy. 16 or 17 in passing. I got Brock Purdy going for 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no picks.
I think 16 passes, he's gonna get 400 yards,
and then 3 touchdowns and no picks.
Jason.
Yeah, what is that average? So. Hold on. I gotta find that.
Let's do some math.
I gotta do some math on that. That is.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible, but it is Christmas season. Maybe Santa Claus is gonna put that reindeer dust in the fucking.
That's what 400 yards divided by, you said 16.
He's gonna go 16 of 17 in passing, 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
25 yards a pass.
That's badass. I love that.
That is Madden right there. That is, you are playing Madden at that point.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I would love that would be an amazing game to watch. And that's just the average. That means some of these passes are going for 40 or 50. Shit, I'll take it.
I don't think. Yeah, Brock does not. I don't even think Brock would think he's done that.
No.
That's my prediction. So, Niners win 25 to 22 on a 51-yard field goal by Matt Gay. Purdy 16 of 17, 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. That's my prediction.
I think he has
that ends up to be true. Hopefully that comes out to be true. Because if that comes out to be true, I'm gonna be losing my mind. It comes out to be true. I'm like, I'm jumping up and down. I'm like, I'm probably gonna have some couple of beers or something. If that comes out to be true.
Oh, you're not
kind of. Well done something if we did that.
Yeah, I'll be losing my mind if that happens.
All right, so that's all I've got for the show. SGA, tell us where you can find you over on the YouTubes, brother.
Hey, My YouTube channel is SGS Sports Talk channel. I'm at 505 subscribers. I'm getting to 600. So if your viewers could go there and give me all that love and support on my channel, help me get to 600. I really appreciate it, man. I really love your channel, man. I'll definitely join you back at another time when you go live. I'll turn on my notifications, so I'll be updated when you post another live video, man. But great stream, man. Let's go Niners. Niners win 25-20. Niners are gonna win 25-22 on a game-winning field goal by Gay, man. But I wish you the best of luck on your channel, man. Hopefully, you get a lot of subscribers, man. A lot of
Same
support.
to you, brother.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Yep, have a good one, brother. All right,
See you
Tommy,
later.
and as usual, thank you for jumping in, brother.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody. We will talk to you. Obviously, we are not going to be doing anything on tomorrow. We might be doing some. I might do something since we have the extra day. I haven't decided yet. Maybe I'll actually do my 49ers Fortnite stream. I keep wanting to do that, and I have yet to do that. Maybe I'll actually do it tomorrow night. If not,
Why not?
we'll do the pregame, the postgame, and the halftime show on Sunday. Until then, fa fatale, lava.